State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
It is a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they said, hey, let's open the roof. That's what they've done here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
For San Francisco.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback from Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Mess around and put that thing up where you burn it. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn it. At the front of this line.
Max 56. Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. Steps away. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose.
That's good for a Cardinal.
Much like a run. Back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On first down, Drake. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in mid-season ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
15 yards on the play, first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
11-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Bortles dancing to his left. He'll run it, and he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Here's Bortles to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
Cardinals 3, 49ers 0.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there. Kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out comes the San Francisco offense as they are led out by their quarterback, the man known as Jimmy G. That's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And there he is, the man known as Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo, who I thought had a really nice year in 2019. So close to culminating with a Super Bowl title. Accurate with the football, completed nearly 70% of his passes, which was 4th best in the NFL. Nearly 4,000 yards through the air with a team that runs the ball with great efficiency. 27 touchdowns, but in the Super Bowl, didn't quite make the plays they needed down the stretch. But remember, some big wins last year. At New Orleans, at Seattle in Week 17, 2 playoff wins. He's continuing to develop as one of the better ascending players in the league.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 120 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 31, Bortles. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Ready? Mark 56. Mark 56.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. It's complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
It's complete to Drake. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
14-yard line.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Garoppolo now. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 3, 49ers 0.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Garoppolo to Ayuk. First down, 49ers.
San Francisco.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Cardinals, 36.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down at the 31.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Jordan Reed has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
49ers.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Baker on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He was brought down by Patrick.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Out comes Kenyon Drake in the Arizona offense to take over. Now on 1st down. He's got it to Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Drake.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Bortles. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Gardner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Kenyon Drake.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
18-yard line.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Tevin Coleman.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
31. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bortles on the slant, complete to Hopkins. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Bortles now on 1st down. And he hits Drake.
Bortles pass. Complete.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Bortles. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll kick things off up at FedEx Field, an NFC battle between Carolina and Washington. And it's the home team who are out in front. Steven Sims, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field, and they trail the visiting Colts as that one's gone to the intermission. 2 touchdowns for Marlon Mack. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they trail the visiting Falcons in that one at halftime. Matt Ryan has a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10. At their own.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 31. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
And 10 at the Cardinals' 31-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Open man is born. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's...
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the game there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
7-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Down at the 4-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their 1st touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great.
Here we go.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
and that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Shotgun now for Bortles. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D. Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the... speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Check it back.
Bortles going to throw. Able to find Isabella. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The pickup there, 5 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Bortles. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Kenyon Drake.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 15-yard line.
For a Cardinals. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. On first down, Drake. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down.
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
That's their own 25 yards.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Dante Pettis.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And the 40
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
For Brandon Ayuk. It's 2nd and goal at the 9.
They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
to George Kittle.
George Kittle, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Gold to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Drake. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
56 is Mike. 56 is
A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. Here's Andy Lee now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another 4th quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for him.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit because I will leave openings. Hey, you can sting me, but how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock. I'm going after them, hoping to make a big play.
And in a sense, 3 timeouts with that 2-minute warning looming.
A great note right there because it was the 2 timeouts. They get a 3rd one back. They still have a chance.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
3rd and 10.
To throw is Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Throws pass. Intended for Kenyon.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
56-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Garoppolo. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Arizona, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, this was basically just an exhibition game for them, as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.